Good morning, everyone. God bless you. Welcome back to our live streaming. Today, we're going to be talking about security in wisdom. We're going to be talking in the book of Proverbs, chapter 4, verse 1 to 5, which we call security in wisdom. Something we need to understand about is like wisdom. That's something very important in life. Something we need to look for very hard. We need to go forward. We need to try to ask God for the wisdom all the time. Because when we have wisdom, and we're gonna have our answers for a lot of our questions. The book started like this. It says like, "Hear my children the instruction of our father, and give attention to know of the understanding. For I give you good doctrine. Do not forsake my law." And when I was my father's son, tender and the only one of sign of my mother, he also taught me and said to me, "Let your heart retain my words, keep my commandments, and live. Get wisdom, get understanding, don't forget, nor turn away from the words of my mouth." That's what the Bible said about wisdom. We need to have security in wisdom, and that's something, like I said at the beginning, we need to get better in life. We need to have a lot of answers to my other question, because other time we question ourselves why I couldn't do the right decision, why couldn't take the right decision, and most of the time we do it because we don't have enough wisdom. And in this world, in this role, we need to get secure about the commandments of God. The Bible says we put in place the commandments, then we're gonna gain understanding. And what this mean? This mean a lot of people knows about Bible. They knows about a lot of things about theology. They know about philosophy. They know about a lot of things. But knowledge, that's something different to wisdom. To become a wisdom person, you cannot get it by reading a lot of books. That's something wrong. A lot of people think. They think by reading a lot of books, then they get wisdom. No, they get knowledge. The knowledge is important. Yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying knowledge is not important. Knowledge is very important, but wisdom, that's something came from God. The Bible said in this chapter said "Hear my children the instruction of the Father." So in this charter, it's saying that the Father is the one who gives the instructions, but and say and give attention to know understanding. And the Father is the one who guides the children's, with instruction, the right instruction. In this case, God is our Father. So He gives us all the instruction we need to do, how we need to act, what kind of things we cannot do. And He's trying to give us the right knowledge, the right doctrine. But at the same time, say when they say, "For I give you good doctrine, do not forsake my law." So when we talk about doctrine, it's talking about a different things about, and that's what we need to understand, that God has given you the law, His law, and we need to follow His law. We need to try to do His commandments. We try to to live, and live the commandments. That's something even Jesus saying you wanna be my disciple, you need to follow me, you need to do my commandment, because you want to really do my disciples, you got to do what I tell him to do. So we got instruction for Jesus how we can be a good disciples of him. But at the same time, he said he also told me, he said to me, "Let your heart retain my words." And that's something even the Bible is talking we need to retain His word, because a lot of people they listen the word of God, they read the word of God, but they don't keep it. They retain the words. And why we need to retain the words of God? Because when we get into a situation, a bad situation, sometimes it won't be enough time to ask God for something specific. God already have been tell us the right answer. He has been telling us the right thing to do. And how? By His word. How? By the wisdom He has been giving us. And we need to be able to retain His words. And because at the end, we won't be always be with the Bible under our shoulders. We won't be all the time with the Bible in our hands. That's why we need to read Bible to understand it. But more than read it and try to understand it, we need to live the Word of God. Because if we don't live the Word of God, then we won't be able to follow all the instruction that the God has given us. And that's why we need to be clear about it. We need to be close to God. We need to listen to the instruction of God because He's our Father. And we need to retain His word. What we need to retain it? In our hearts and our mind. And the verse 5 said, like I get wisdom, get understanding. Do not forget, do not turn away from the words of my mouth. So when we talk about the words of His mouth, He's talking about everything what He's saying. And we have a close relationship with God, then we will definitely say that we have a close relationship. We have wisdom. We have, understanding. We have listening His words, listening what He's talking to us, listening what His plan is for our life. So the wisdom of God is what we need to look for and to be able to get new level. And something we don't really do is trying to look the right thing. As a human, we always try to look for what's our benefits, looking what's good for us. And most of the time we look for a better life, a lifestyle, and to get better and to have a really good position in our jobs, and to get some kind fame. And that's mostly what we are looking for. That's why we really put a lot of attention to it, because we don't have a better life. And a good morning, we have a good account, we have not how dressed out the right way, we have the good way, because we think we deserve it. But we put at the side the wisdom. And the wisdom, that's why it makes us secure. Because one time the money is gonna go away. One time everything's going away. But the only thing it will be retaining in our life, that's was His word, the word of God. And you might be having a bad situation. You might be having a trouble. Everybody has a difficulties. Everybody has a bad moments. But something we need to understand. It's we're close to God. He's gonna give you the right word. He's gonna give you the right instruction. But we need to pay attention close to it. And how we wanna really be able to listen to the word of God as we're close. Because sometimes we get away from God and He's talking to us. He's speaking to us. He's trying to give us the answer, but we don't listen because we are so far away. So this is the message for today, and I hope I've been blessed to you. And I ask to share this video if that's the case. I ask to subscribe to this channel. You don't subscribe it yet, and see you next Saturday at 6:30 a.m. with a new live stream. So God bless you, and have a wonderful